A very good afternoon and welcome. Welcome for the discussion, my friends here. As we are discussing about the mineral distribution in the primary sector, we now look at another aspect of the primary sector, that is like it's about the fishing. Okay. So, as we know, fishing, I am talking about factors affecting fishing activity. Fishing. So, this is the topic which is as per the syllabus, but we need to see certain thing more. As all of us were well aware about, fishing is a primary activity. Traditionally, people used to do this. Uh, you know, food gathering and fishing was there earlier, and it is an activity related with the nature and natural system. Well, in the fishing as a major occupation of the people, if you see what are the factors, what type of fishing, let us look at like how many type of fishing is there, fish, how many type of fish you have, and then we will move on to policies of the government and of course the factor affecting fishing industry in different part of the world. Okay. So, as I said, fishing, there are in fact two major types, two major categories of fish you have. One is brackish water or marine fish, and another one is freshwater fish production. Okay. I said fishing is a primary activities. Fishing is a primary activity. It is greatly affected by the following major factors. Major factors. Okay. First one, as I can say, is this like types of fishing. What are the types of fishing? What type of fishing you want? सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट होता है फिशिंग का टाइप क्या है. I mean, as I said, fishing are of, it can be brackish water or marine water, it can be freshwater fish. So, what type of fish you have, based on that factors will be different. So, I can just divide them, marine or brackish water fishing, second with fresh water or inland fishing. Inland fishing, freshwater fishing, generally we call it inland fishing. For the freshwater fishing we call it inland fishing also. So, what are these difference between these two? We need to see first. Difference between the brackish water and this. So, we have two major type of fishing here. So, what are the fishes here in this particular case? Marine or brackish water, they are in the ocean. Marine fishing, it is the ocean and sea. Of course, you will ask me now, sir, what about then? What about the marine playa lake and all these, are fishing in the saltwater lakes? But I said inland fishing is freshwater. In general, it is more. That's why it is inland fishing called as. So, what are the major fishes of brackish water? Sardine, mackerel, cod, halibut. I hope you know about these. These are like herring, perch, herring, farm freight. All these are like brackish water fish which is available in the marine environment. We'll find them. See that rohu, katla, mirkali, grass carp, silver carp, catfish. Catfish can be of the marine as well as both type you are having. Hilsa is coming under this. Tangda. These are like the fishes which I just mentioned. These fishes, you remember one that these fishes are very common fish which I have just mentioned here. Hilsa generally will find out at the wherever there brackish water and both hilsa you will get mixing of the brackish and the fresh water takes place, there you have more. Like with salmon, mostly you will get in marine, but salmon and hilsa they are anadromous. Anadromous matlab they can resist to some extent the saline water also. They are called as anadromous fish. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Anadromous fish. To some extent, these fish can tolerate the saline water. To some extent, not extremely. Salmon and hilsa, fresh water and saline water, दोनों में थोड़ा बहुत बच पाएंगे. That's why they are known as anadromous. They are the anadromous fish here. I said these two are anadromous fish. As I just told you about different type of fishing, and right. My main concern here is about this particular part, marine water, because majority of fishing industry are now depend on the fresh and not on the fresh, rather the marine water fishing. So this is here is the most important. Here is contribution is more for this, around 65% of the consumption is from the marine itself, more than 65. So very important to see this particular types, as I said, based on the types where it is, based on the types habitat it is different, factors will be different. So one category that's like second point I can go for, like for the marine fish, mainly I'll discuss about the marine fish. For the marine fish or marine fishing, we need to have the most important one factor is the presence of a white continental shelf, physical factor which I am talking about, and the meeting of the warm and cold oceanic current. So 2 points I am saying here. I've already discussed earlier while I'll discuss the ocean current. Okay, so presence of wide continental shelf. I'm saying this is about the marine fishing. Marine fishing, because is majority of the fishing is marine fishing. That's why I'll consider only marine fishing condition. And you know that the factors which are responsible for the growth of aquaculture and all that is freshwater fishing is there. Presence of the wide continental shelf. One. Third point, meeting of warm and cold oceanic currents. Why meeting of warm and cold oceanic current? How and why it is? I have already explained earlier, if you remember. Warm water and cold water. Cold water is denser, so it usually sink down. Warm water moved upward. Upwelling takes place. Upwelling leads to more plankton formation, and plankton are the favorite food of these fish. So the fish migrate. Meeting of warm and cold oceanic current, it provides our conducive environment. प्लांकटन डेवलपमेंट में काम में आता है. ओके, another one, moderation of temperature, good for fish growth. फिश को अडेप्टेबिलिटी यही रहता है. क्यों पता है? फिश विल अडेप्ट विद दैट बिकॉज देयर इज नो सडन चेंज, हार्श चेंज इन द टेम्परेचर कंडीशन. सडन चेंज नहीं है यहाँ पे, टेम्परेचर का चेंजेस ज़्यादा नहीं है, कोल्ड वार्म कुछ ऐसे नहीं है. अगर ये कंट्रास्ट टेम्परेचर होगा तभी ये परेशानी होते हैं. जैसे प्लैंकटन डेवलपमेंट, फाइटो प्लैंकटन और जू प्लैंकटन विच इज देयर, दैट इज देयर. मॉडरेशन ऑफ टेम्परेचर गुड फॉर द फिश ग्रोथ. And the third one, aeration of water due to upwelling. So upwelling, meeting of warm and cold oceanic current facilitate these factors also. These are the sub factors we can say. The plankton will develop, zooplankton will develop with the eating of the favorite food of the fish, or the fish will migrate. And moderation of temperature good for fish, because fish, as you know, is a cold-blooded animal. They cannot suddenly adapt with the change in the temperature condition. So it is very good. A very important another point here about this case, I said aeration of the water due to upwelling, oxygenation of the water will have. So it is better, because of that, good fish growth will be better. Fourth point, fourth physical factor, cool, temperate climate is more suitable for the fish growth as compared to the other part. So, and the meeting of the warm and cold, cool temperate climate with drizzling, it is possible because of the warm and cold current while they meet, warm and cold air mass also meets in that region. The area above the cold current region has the cold air, the area above the warm current region has a warm air. While they meet, in fact, they also gives drizzling, and this is also good for drizzling, is definitely very much suitable for fish growth. So these are certain points here. Then we have like some physical factors now. These are the physical factors. We will go for now economic factor. Economic first one, of course, is the market. Market is a very important factor. And market, as you know, diversification of fish and fish product is there, like protein supplement. Nowadays we are regarding it as a protein supplement, and huge, which is of course a very important aspect, like market जो protein supplement के लिए बढ़ गया है. डन. मार्केट एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. और क्या है बताइए? टेक्नोलॉजी. I have already discussed about the technological aspect. I did said something that huge fishing vessels we are using now, which are automated and with scanner and all these things. The fishing vessels can go for fishing up to depth of even 200-300 meter and width of 1 kilometer both sides. It's like huge one. So these are like again automatically sorting of the fishes, descaling, deveining and processing and packaging. So all this technology here you have. In the technology you have fishing technology, you have in technology you have like a processing technology you have like processing technology, you have packaging technology, improved marketing technology. So all these things are there, marketing, processing, fishing, all these technological aspect में ये सभी चीजें रहेंगे, which is very important. So these are some of the cases here. Technology, market, as I said, climate I told you. Then we have one more very important, again a factor you are having is of course the skilled laborers. Skilled laborer, skilled and unskilled labor, because this is very important. Skilled labor presence is very important for processing as well as for preserving this. So जो fishermen है उनको skilled laborers, fishermen can play a very important role, very vital role in this. 7th point. 8th point is we have also the we have like after this the most important of course is the government policy. Government policy में I'll go for like marine aquaculture, or marine aquaculture is there. Aquaculture. Government policy में aquaculture policy, where you have marine aquaculture and freshwater aquaculture. Freshwater aquaculture, you have two things. Aquaculture. We have marine aquaculture and mariculture. We have in the government policy two vertically different things. Two vertically different things you have in the, and so the government of India started, in fact, for rapid increase in production of the fish, we started a revolutionary pilot program that is known as Blue Revolution during the 7th Five-Year Plan 1985 to 90. Okay, the government started during the 7th Five-Year Plan 1985 to 90, government of India started the Blue Revolution program. Blue Revolution to enhance, government of India started Blue Revolution उसी टाइम पे. Why? To enhance the fish production. The Blue Revolution was to enhance the fish production in India. Okay, 1985 to 90. Note down here, what are the major objective? The major objective of this program was okay. Number one, mechanical and technological development. Objective mechanical and technological development in fishing industry. Mechanical and technological development in fishing industry. That is first one and very important one. Okay, mechanical and technological development. Second was on encouragement of aquaculture. Encouragement of aquaculture. Encouragement of aquaculture. By mechanical and technological development in fishing industry mean all the technology, like we have fish catching capability. That is what, as I told you, technological upgradation in not only fish catching. That's like all after harvesting, pre-harvest, post-harvest technological development. It's called deveining, cleaning, and you have like processing, packaging. All these things will be there in inclusive. Encouragement to aquaculture, that is fish farming. Aquaculture is what is that? Fish farming. So encouragement to the fish farming. So for which government, state government, various state government also started their own work on that. It is there. And you have third one is facilitation of cooperative and marketing. Facilities of cooperatives and marketing. Cooperatives and marketing facilities. Marketing and cooperative facilities. This also have started here developing. This was in fact during this plan, 7th plan was started, and in the 8th plan we have gone for the intensive marine fishing program. In the 8th plan, the 7th plan we achieved this one also. We started this, subsequently went for during the 8th plan. During the 8th plan, the major focus was on the marine fishing. Marine fishing के ऊपर major focus किया गया, and we did started at that time 1992 to 97 में intensive marine fisheries program. Intensive marine fisheries program was initiated. यही प्रोग्राम इनिशिएट किया गया, इंटेंसिव फिशरीज प्रोग्राम. Okay, in this intensive marine fisheries program, under this we have established private participation, collaboration, multinational companies initiated with the participation of private and multinational companies. Under this under this new fishing ports are established. पहले हमने क्या किया, इस पे फिशिंग पोर्ट्स अब बनाया. फिशिंग पोर्ट्स आर एस्टेब्लिश under these things, fishing ports are established. And in fact, it was very, very important that these fishing ports which we have established, like we have one such type of port. We have at Tuticorin, we have at Porbandar, we have Dhamra, Kochi, Kandla. So we have so many. We have like at Porbandar. We have a port at Porbandar, Kochi, Dhamra. Dhamra mein we have Dhamra is in Odisha. Okay, we have here Kochi, Kandla, Port Blair, Visakhapatnam. You have at Kandla, you have at Port Blair, you have at Visakhapatnam. So Porbandar in Gujarat, Kochi, Kerala, Dhamra, Odisha, Kandla, Gujarat, Port Blair, Andaman and Nicobar. We have at Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. All these are like new ports were developed here, but the ports were there exclusively for, like here we have given for fishing. We have developed fishing harbors. एक है टूटिकोरिन, तमिलनाडु की टूटिकोरिन बहुत टूटिकोरिन in Tamil Nadu. We have a very good important one. So in this state, these are developed here, and as I said, this is not only this much. We started research center also, R&D, for which research centers were developed, like for freshwater fish. You have Barakpur in Kolkata, Barakpur in Kolkata, Barakpur. So we have आप बताओ, ये बैरकपुर का जो ना फ्रेश वाटर एक्वाकल्चर रिसर्च सेंटर्स, वी हैव फ्रेश वाटर फिश, research center was established, and West Bengal is a leading producer of fresh water fish, and this is a very important one. Marine fish, Mandapam and Mumbai you have fresh fish. Marine fish के लिए marine fish. Mandapam in Tamil Nadu. You remember that Mandapam? This is very important, Mandapam. And you have Mumbai, Maharashtra. There are two centers we have for marine fish. We have Central Fish Research Center in Mumbai, Central Fish Research Center was established at Mumbai, and we started like that SIFA which you have, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture at Bhubaneswar, Kausalyaganj, or Chennai one branch, and these were taken off as a very important initiative for at Kochi also. Central Institute of Fisheries and Nautical Engineering was established. So all these are like they have their technological upgradation for giving training, for proper planning, for marketing, everything we started. Okay. Now if you look at, the government of India has announced a new dedicated scheme for fisheries sector, namely प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना. नाउ वी हैव प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना. Since 2020, we have this, the new one. It is 2020, National Fisheries Policy of 2020. National Fisheries Policy. National Fisheries Policy of 2020. This declared the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, under which, you know, a very ambitious program it is announced by the new. This is like, you know, this is under the Atmanirbhar Bharat COVID-19 relief package. Under Atmanirbhar Bharat COVID-19 package. Atmanirbhar Bharat relief package. Note down, it provides financial assistance for traditional fisheries, including fish worker. Okay, traditional fisheries के लिए financial assistance. First is financial assistance for traditional fishermen. ये तो एक है. And the people, those who are dependent on the fishing. Okay. Livelihood and nutritional support for socioeconomic backward fishermen family. Okay. Nutritional and socioeconomic. Okay. A very important one, as I said about this, this was in 15th of September 2020, it was declared. As you are saying, someone is saying, sir, I have a doubt about this. About what? Mariculture, marine aquaculture. I have a doubt about the present discussion, but can you please explain? Sedimentary rock were from out of the discussion. Hey, you can call me, let's later on. Okay. Don't give me the questions in between. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana hai na ye? Yes. You can see that. This is, here is the program of Government of India 2020 ka diye the. You can see that this program, Pradhan Matsya Sampada Yojana, financial assistance for the traditional fishermen. Then you have nutritional support to poor, economically backward people whose livelihood is related to फिशिंग से रिलेटेड जो भी है इनके लिए है ये. दिस इज टू कंपोनेंट आई हैव जस्ट गिवन. रिलीफ प्रोग्राम कोविड के लिए जो था दैट वाज देयर, बट वी हैव आल्सो ऑल अदर मेनी थिंग्स आर देयर अंडर दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम. टू थिंग्स आई जस्ट हैव गिवन प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना में. नाउ वन थिंग इज दैट, यू नो, टू इंक्रीज द फिशिंग. आप ना ये देखना है तो agricop.gov.in, agricop.gov.in. इसके साथ आप देखेंगे ना बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिल जाएंगे. यू कैन सी, आप थोड़ा सा पर थोड़ा देख लीजिएगा. इससे गवर्नमेंट साइट से मिल जाएंगे. From this, you will get a lot of things. As I was just saying about the Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, from where you will get annual report, say, yeah, you can get it. Now, policies of national policy on marine fisheries, draft national inland fisheries aquaculture policy, draft national mariculture policy, बहुत सारे एक्वाकल्चर पॉलिसी, मेरीकल्चर पॉलिसी एंड नेशनल फिशरीज पॉलिसी सबको मिला के प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजना बनाया गया. ओके, जो था पहले. सो ऑल दोज whatever earlier the aim or objective was there, that is there, no doubt. Addition is COVID-19 package के साथ, this is like these 2 points were addition to that one. जो पुराना था, all those programs were there, we have in objective में वो सब रखा गया, all those things are there. Kindly see these things from the material which you have. You can have scroll through this, like after February you will get it, that new report of Government of India, or you can see from the agricoop.gov.in, in which you will get certain data also, and ministry site also you will find out from the Government of India annual report of Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. Okay, from which also we can see. चलिए आगे देखते हैं हम, what exactly is the impact of these programs. If you'll see, these are the different program. Now, what is the impact of this program? Impact of the Blue Revolution in India. क्या हुआ? देखिए, that is a package program for sudden increase in the production of fisheries or fish or fishing in India. It is known as the Blue Revolution. Blue Revolution continued. Blue Revolution is more successful today, if you will see. Blue Revolution is successful in some part only, of course. Please note down one point here. There is Blue Revolution program has a tremendous impact on, it has a tremendous impact on the fish production in India. There is a nearly 6% increase in fish production during the Blue Revolution period. 6% increase in fish production. There is an average 6% increase in fish production in the first phase of Blue Revolution. Blue Revolution. That is 1985 to 90. From 92 to 90 on 97, if you will see, there is a increase again. Now, at present, if you will see, there is around 5%. At present, the growth rate, the fish production also increase to nearly 5% during 2018, 19 to 1920, 2020. 5% का इंक्रीज मतलब एक अच्छा है. इट इज माई मोस्टली इन द फ्रेश वाटर. वेरी interestingly, this is fresh water. Fresh water, there is a great contribution even in the fresh water fishing. there is an increase in the fresh water fishing. Fresh water में ज़्यादा कुछ increase हुआ है. Marine fishing is less, fresh water fishing is more. Aquaculture, there is a sharp rise in aquaculture and mariculture. एक्वाकल्चर एंड मेरीकल्चर, जो पर कैपिटा अवेलेबिलिटी है बढ़ गया है. रिमेंबर, in 2014 we became the second largest producer of fish in the world. And if you look at now, we are exporting also fish. Fish export is increased by nearly 20%. If you look at pre-Blue Revolution and now, pre-Blue Revolution and 2020, pre-Blue Revolution to 2020, there is a 20% increase in fish export, including processed fish. जैसे हमारा पैकेजिंग प्री कुक्ड फिश है ना, अब साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में बहुत ही पॉपुलर हो गया. द particularly freshwater fish from Andhra Pradesh, pre-cooked one is canned and this is there. Even in West Bengal it was started, but in West Bengal local demand is very high. So export is not there from this region, rather demand is there like a Hilsa and all these we usually import even. Okay. 85 से आज तक का 20% का ग्रोथ है. Asia's largest shrimp farming area we have in Andhra Pradesh. Asia's largest shrimp farming unit is in Nellore of Andhra Pradesh. India's largest prawn farming area, king prawn farming area is in Chilika Lake of Odisha. So ये सब मेरीकल्चर का हिस्सा है. प्रॉन फार्मिंग हो गया, श्रिम्प फार्मिंग हो गया. वर्ल्ड्स लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर एंड एक्सपोर्टर में आते हैं ये. वर्ल्ड्स लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर एंड एक्सपोर्टर दीज आर. एंड फॉर कैटफिश it is Thanjavur in Tamil Nadu. Very important catfish के लिए. This is the largest, in fact, once among the world's largest में आ जाते हैं. Marine area. Catfish farming has been launched in the marine area of district Tanjore in Tamil Nadu. Tanjore, Tanjore in Tamil Nadu. Catfish, marine catfish, okay. Marine catfish are cultivated in one of the largest in Asia. It is very important this one. It was developed because of this government initiative mainly today. My friends, will be surprised to know that now Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of fish, both in terms of marine as well as aquaculture. दोनों को मिला के, मेरीन और एक्वाकल्चर दोनों मिला के लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर है कौन? नाउ इट इज fish producer is Andhra Pradesh, second is West Bengal we have now, and only marine fish में गुजरात फर्स्ट है, सेकेंड आंध्र प्रदेश है। मतलब मेरीन फिश प्रोडक्शन में टोटल में आंध्र प्रदेश देन वेस्ट बंगाल, सेकेंड इज वेस्ट बंगाल, बट ओनली मेरीन में टोटल फिश प्रोडक्शन में टोटल फिश प्रोडक्शन आई एम सेइंग, टोटल फिश प्रोडक्शन, इस पे पहला है आंध्र प्रदेश, सेकेंड इज वेस्ट बंगाल, बट ओनली मेरीन फिश में, मेरीन फिश प्रोडक्शन, in marine fish production first one is marine fish production in the recent time. If you look at state wise marine fish, गुजरात देन आंध्र प्रदेश, पहला गुजरात है, गुजरात एंड सेकेंड इज आंध्र प्रदेश। Even for the production of fish, particularly aquaculture, freshwater aquaculture, Andhra Pradesh is number one, largest Andhra Pradesh. Okay, I just tried to give you some idea that it is successful of the successful implementation. In fact, of this, the government has taken up, and these are certain things which I would like to say about your aquaculture. Government of India's most important initiative here, what we have taken. Okay, these are certain things. See, next I will go for another one is animal husbandry. Animal husbandry. Factors affecting the primary sector में क्या? Animal husbandry and dairy farming है, dairy farming. Animal husbandry and dairy farming. Animal traditional तो animal husbandry है, gradually developed as dairy farming. As you know, it is a household activity in different region. Okay, please note down here. Dairy farming is a household activity in different part of India, and dairy farming we have, if you'll see, just 1 minute, what is the question, let me see. How many times duration new data are updated, right, government site? Every year they are updating, please remember. And some of these, the data which I am giving, even I haven't got like last year data also, they haven't updated. सभी ministry timely सब नहीं देते हैं, problem है, but trend is there, equal of course, so you can see. But I'll request you all to have a glance over this after the economics class में हमारा देंगे data ये सब. In the economics part we will, like you know, the material will give you in February. The economic survey आता है ना, budget जो आते हैं, तभी you will get this data also. Even all the mineral production का जो है ना, वो सब चीज़ें मिल जाएंगे उस टाइम पे. that will be enough for you. वही चाहिए. ट्रेंड में चेंजेस ज़्यादा नहीं होता है, थोड़ा बहुत चेंजेस अगर हुआ तो विल नीड टू सी दैट. एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड डेयरी फार्मिंग में एज यू नो 2 ग्रुप्स ऑफ, मैं यहाँ पे ए और बी 2 ग्रुप लूंगा. फर्स्ट इज फिजिकल फैक्टर. फिजिकल फैक्टर यू नो, फिजिकल फैक्टर में फर्स्ट वन इज क्लाइमेट. ऑफ कोर्स फर्स्ट फैक्टर इज क्लाइमेट. Based on the climate, you have tropical climate or temperate climate. We have different type of animal. You have tropical climate or temperate climate. Temperate climate. So based on which you have in the tropical climate, for an example, you have goat rearing, buffalo, goat rearing and buffalo you will have in this tropical one, but here it is sheep rearing, then you have it cow or dairy. Dairy is mostly in the temperate, tropical temperate, two types of climate. Just I have given an example here. Example I have given, climate plays a very important role. अगर ट्रॉपिकल एरिया है तो अलग टाइप का एनिमल होंगे, टेम्परेरी एरिया है तो अलग टाइप का एनिमल होंगे. बेस्ड ऑन दिस यू हैव डिफरेंट अप्रोचेस ऑल्सो. ट्रॉपिकल में गोट एंड बुफालो, ऐसे टेम्परेट में क्लाइमेट में temperate climate, sheep and cow, dairy and all these I told you. One of the very important thing, climate मैंने कहा first, and the physical factor में एक तो आ जाएगा एक fodder availability. Fodder availability pasture land climate के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा. ग्रास किस टाइप का फॉडर है, किस टाइप का ग्रास है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेंगे ये भी. फॉडर, फिजिकल क्लाइमेट एंड फॉडर टू मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर में आएंगे ये. दिस टू आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर. टू मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है फॉडर एंड क्लाइमेट आई सेड. थर्ड, डेफिनेटली द वाटर availability of water, and the fourth is the breed. What type of breeds you have? Breeds, naturally it is a very important factor. Which breed you are having? Breed of the animal also shows, like breed सबसे important है. Breed is the most important one, like that buffalo breed में, buffalo पे you have a Murrah, one of the best buffalo. Cow may have a best variety of breed of cow here. Gir, Sahiwal, Jersey and all these are there. Jersey, Holsteins, these are like in Holsteins and all. They are from European country you have. Gir, Sahiwal, Nagori. Okay, these are Sindhi. These breeds are there. These breeds, the breeds के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. यमुना पारी, गोट की यमुना पारी, and so many things are there. Different cow, different buffalo, their breeds plays a very vital role even because they are adapted with a particular geo-ecological conditions. So they also play a very important role on this. Okay, next one you can have fodder, I said, breeds, I said, water availability, climate. These are the physical factor. Now if I will go for the human factor now. Second variety of factor is human factor. In the human factor, we can say that is the market. Market is already there. Market already is a very important factor, and we have already seen that Indian market is always there for dairy products and dairy market सभी टाइम ओपन है इंडिया के लिए. As you have seen, demand is much more. As one newspaper report, how far it is true, they are saying that our consumption is more than our production, and import and all this, if you look at also, more than that is consumption. It means जितना import कर रहे हैं और जितना production है सबको मिला तो उससे भी ज़्यादा consumption है. उसका मतलब क्या? Adulteration is there. There is adulteration. It means क्लियर है? Okay. What else? Market. Second is, of course, the technology. New technology, which includes developments of new breeds also, artificial insemination and the modern developed breeds which we are having nowadays, that is also a very, very important contribution to revolutionize the white revolution in India, particularly milk revolution in India. ओके, मार्केट, टेक्नोलॉजी। टेक्नोलॉजी में क्या क्या है देखते हैं। ब्रीड्स, टेक्नोलॉजी में मिल्चिंग टेक्नोलॉजी, फॉडर, प्रोसेसिंग, पैकेजिंग, all these things will be there. टेक्नोलॉजी you have. देखो, डिफरेंट वेराइटी ऑफ कोल्ड स्टोरेज इन प्रोसेसिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो फ्रॉम वेयर यू आर गोइंग फॉर लाइक वर्किंग toned milk, you have buttermilk, you have cheese, and butter. How will, so you can deriving it from through different technology, that is more important here. Breeds, milching, order, processing, packaging. Technology is very important. मार्केट एंड टेक्नोलॉजी टू इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग. तीसरा हम देखते हैं आफ्टर दिस इन द ह्यूमन फैक्टर, मार्केट टेक्नोलॉजी को छोड़ के और क्या है. द थर्ड फैक्टर इज skilled laborers. स्किल लेबरर्स सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी, policy of the government is very, very important. So under the government policy, government has started the operation flood, which leads to white revolution in India. White revolution in India, milk revolution. Okay. See what happened here. In 19, prior to the independence of India, if you will see, yes, there are few breeds which need to see. In the prelim, they are asking sometimes. Yes, for prelim you have to see these breeds. आपको देखना पड़ेगा. What is milching? Check out in dictionary. Okay, fine. You please check it out. Okay. Here is a very good question, but it is for fishing you have asked here. After so much of time when you are asking, okay, at the end I'll discuss. Pulak Mandal also has given a question. So many people has given. At the end I'll discuss. Okay, ये answer जो question जो आया है, I'll discuss about this. Operation Flood, a white revolution, very successful one which you had. My friends, I would like to say something about this. आपको एक स्टोरी लाइक फॉर्म में कुछ बताना चाहूँगा. आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंस ऑफ इंडिया, इनफैक्ट बिफोर 1946 में एक गुजरात रीजन में द लोकल फार्मर्स दे protested against the government, private farms which are exploiting the farmers' dairy farming units there. Okay. So what happened? Let us see. क्या हुआ यहाँ पे देखते हैं. What happened? कि 1946 में people they got it like they first time protested against the private player for their monopoly. So there is a group of around 19-20 family people. They developed or they formed a cooperative like society. 1946 में. After partition of India and subsequently people migrated from Pakistan also to Gujarat and these regions. सानंद जो एरिया, आनंद जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, आनंद डिस्ट्रिक्ट है, आनंद डिस्ट्रिक्ट वहाँ खेड़ा एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट था. खेड़ा में आनंद एक जगह था, अभी भी है. आनंद नाउ इट इज ए डिस्ट्रिक्ट, अर्लियर इट वाज इन खेड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट. सो पीपल ऑफ दैट रीजन voluntarily they formed a group of 19 people. They formed an organization in the name of the cooperative farm like they have developed, and subsequently these people, they are farmers, group of farmers in fact. They integratedly, they tried three things. One, first is to taking care of the calf or the cow, whatever is there, milking cow and all, its health का जो care लेना, veterinary services. Second was about the marketing scale, marketing. And third is to help them, training देना इन लोगों को मिल्चिंग का और ऐसे में. सो SHG और सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप टाइप उसी टाइम पे लोगों ने उसी टाइम पे स्टार्ट किया था. एट दैट टाइम दे स्टार्टेड. माय फ्रेंड्स, द सोसाइटी or the self-help group like a group of 19 people who started, it was successful. So people from nearby regions, they also got it is like doing well. So people participated. The self-help group became wider one. Gradually number of members they increased, and after that they established a processing plant also. Organized way they used to collect the milk and distribute the things. Then they started development of our manufacturing this what you call milk powder. It was much before the Amul, which was subsequently called as the development in organized way. It was so successful that the dairy unit, every household has like one cow or buffalo. They had some extra earning because of this, and specifically women's, they were involved in that. Okay. So in the year 1965, the government was very much after independence, we are looking at protein, how we'll get protein, more protein for that, and that's like rural development, for which also we are thinking about how to improve or increase the income of the rural household. For that, at that time government decided, government got really inspired by the Kheda success in the Kheda regions, dairy farm success in Kheda region. So they established subsequently one or under the chairmanship of Dr. Varghese Kurian. In 1965, the government of India had established the National Dairy Development Board. In 1965, I said, NDDB was established under the leadership of Dr. Verghese Kurian. Dr. Verghese Kurian, under his leadership, chairmanship, in fact, NDDB was established. NDDB जब establish हुआ, efforts were made by the board to increase the milk production through cooperative services. मैंने कहा, efforts were made by the board. Efforts are made by the NDDB to increase the milk production in India. Milk production in India. Milk production in India. And I said that Mr. Verghese Kurian, being the chairman from a rural area, he has very good idea about rural India from Kerala, and he has a lot of groundwork. He has done a lot of research work before doing this. एक काम उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया क्या कि women, half of the population is women, right? He tried to include the women in this mission. पहला बात ये था, पहली बार कोई women को अच्छी तरह से इसमें include किया. दूसरा, for we have given like religion and business, दोनों को मिलाया. Culture, because cultural, because in India people they respect this, in cattle के लिए अलग respect है, and he tried to fuse that one also. So because people are more attached to the culture or social norms and religion, so he said like by involving, by integrating the people with this, it will be better even, and the result was shown positive also. Harvard Business School, they have done one research on this, saying how come India became the largest producer of milk, most successful dairy revolution we have. World's one of the most successful plan is this milk revolution, Operation Flood. White Revolution it is called, White Revolution, or otherwise called Operation Flood. क्या किया इसने? World's one of the most successful. You know that Denmark is known for dairy, New Zealand is known for dairy, Australia is known for dairy, and so many North European, West European countries are very suitable for dairy. And you have USA prairie region is known for dairy, Pampas of South America is known for dairy. So many areas are there, but still how come India became successful in dairy farms? ये सबको लगा कि भाई ये क्या कर दिया इंडिया में कि ऐसे सक्सेसफुल कैसे हुआ? How it is and why it is. The research they found, मैंने कहा first is involvement of women in the program, rural women particularly. Second, fusion of cultural traits to it. Third, people participation was such, that it became a people's movement, mass movement. It is not a business or something like. इतना सक्सेसफुल हुआ. थर्ड वन इज फिनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट. फिनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट, बिजनेस जैसा करके द मनी दे विल गेट, इमीडिएटली दे गेट द मनी. सो फिनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट इज ए वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट हियर. फिनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट. So please note down here. Efforts were made for increasing the milk production, and it was named as Operation Flood. The Operation Flood or White Revolution, this Operation Flood was established, or it was implemented in India in phased wise manner. There are 3 phased wise manner implementation. So let us see what are those and how it is implemented. We'll see, look at that. We have the first phase, During this, note down here, it was launched in 1970 until 1980. 1970 to 1980. First phase. Second phase, 81 to 85. Second phase, 1981 to 1985. Third phase was 1985 to 1996. 1985 to 1996. Okay, 3 phase में हुआ. What was the major objective, major achievement in this and objective और क्या देखते हैं अभी, and we'll find out. नाइनटीन 1970 टू 1980 में फर्स्ट फेज में टारगेट वाज टू एस्टेब्लिश कोऑपरेटिव डेयरीज इन 10 स्टेट्स. ये क्या टारगेट था? टारगेट वाज टू एस्टेब्लिश कोऑपरेटिव डेयरी यूनिट इन 10 स्टेट्स. 10 स्टेट में कोऑपरेटिव डेयरी यूनिट बनाना था. ओके, इन द फर्स्ट फेज एंड सप्लाई ऑफ फ्रेश मिल्क टू द मेट्रो सिटीज दिल्ली, चेन्नई, कोलकाता, मुंबई. फ्रेश मिल्क सप्लाई to Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. मेट्रोस 1970s to 1980s. मैं बताता हूं इसमें क्या हुआ. हमारा टारगेट था, उनका टारगेट 10 स्टेट्स पे. इन 10 स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया कोऑपरेटिव डेयरी यूनिट्स विल बी डेवलप्ड एंड fresh milk will be supplied to Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. This was the main objective. Okay, and as you said, at that time establishment of Anand Milk Union Limited, Amul was established, as you know. Anand Milk Union Limited, आनंद मिल्क यूनियन लिमिटेड. आनंद में जो बना, अमूल जो बोल रहे हैं ना, आनंद मिल्क यूनियन लिमिटेड है वो. somebody asking me, दिस इज डेयरी इनिशिएटिव है ये. सो पहली बार उन्होंने क्या किया इस पे 1970s to 80 मैंने कहा कोऑपरेटिव डेयरी यूनिट्स इन 10 स्टेट स्टार्टेड. फ्रेश मिल्क सप्लाई टू दिल्ली, कोलकाता, चेन्नई एंड मुंबई. तो पहली बार कुछ इनिशिएटिव लिए कि बताया गया एक काम करते हैं, इन द 10 स्टेट्स विल हैव प्रॉपर नेटवर्क, विल गिव. पहले गुजरात में क्या किया गया, फ्री में दे गेव these supplied this cow, free in the sense not totally, you have to repay the money after when you will have a calf and milching जब होगा, जब मिल्क आएगा तभी उसी टाइम पे मिल्चिंग करके आप क्या करेंगे, you will repay the money. That's a good idea. इन्वेस्टमेंट लोगों को नहीं पड़ा. तो every household started taking this from the self-help group. That was the first. So because it was successful, subsequently people started purchasing the cow and increased their participation. And this has happened in Haryana. गुजरात के बाद हरियाणा, पंजाब, राजस्थान में हुआ. Then western part of UP हुआ. Then you have same way they started like in this way. Delhi became a very important center. अब urban center में मिल्क का बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड. सो इन्होंने एक टेक्नोलॉजी लाया. क्या है? ही स्टार्टेड गिविंग वन टेक्नोलॉजी बट बाय इज मिल्क ATM स्कीम लाया. मीन यू हैव टू पुट ए टोकन, यू विल गेट द क्वांटिटी, सर्टेन क्वांटिटी ऑफ मिल्क देयर. सो अर्ली मॉर्निंग while in the cities, Mumbai हो, कोलकाता हो, चेन्नई एंड योर Delhi, people will go there on the early morning walk, and they will take, what you call milk by purchasing, giving that token, and they will take the milk. सुबह रात की 3 बजे 2 बजे तक अपलोड हो जाता था सब कुछ, मिल्क वहाँ डाल देंगे, 7 बजे बंद कर देंगे। तो वन थिंग, कोरियन बहुत बढ़िया मैनेजमेंट किए क्या कि पार्ट टाइम एम्प्लॉय ओनली, नो फुल टाइम। पार्ट टाइम एम्प्लॉय क्या है? इन द अर्ली मॉर्निंग 3 to 7, 4 to 7, अर्ली मॉर्निंग 4 to 7, 3 घंटे, एंड इन द इवनिंग यू हैव 2 hours, 5 to 7, 4 to 7, 5 to 7, टेम्परली, नो परमानेंट स्टाफ, रोटेशन में कोई भी जा सकता है। तो ऑफिस आवर के बाद होता था, एंड इट वॉज गुड फॉर द पीपल, इवन इन लेस एक्सपेंडिचर यू गॉट गुड पीपल ऑल्सो पार्ट टाइम में। एंड लाइक दिस मिल्क ATM वर्क इन द अर्बन एरिया एज ए रियली, इट वॉज वेरी सक्सेसफुल। मिल्क ATM 5 घंटे खुलेगा, ATM जैसा है ना, और दे विल, पीपल विल टेक मिल्क, दैट्स ए गुड सिस्टम, and which immediately picked off. So strategically जो जहाँ important है, बस स्टैंड हो गया या वो बाजार जो है, जो important places, residential area है, very demand is more in that region, they started. ये तो हो गया capturing the domestic market. Second initiative he has taken in international scale. What is that, World Food Program was there. That's like there is a program for supplying बेबी फूड, चिल्ड्रन, छोटे बच्चों का जो फूड होता है, दैट वाज टू अफ्रीकन एंड अदर कंट्रीज, साउथ अमेरिका एंड अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज, एंड दिस प्रोग्राम वाज इनिशिएटेड बाय men. Mr. Korean tried to get that contract to supply the milk powder to different part, baby food particularly to different regions of Africa and South America. It was first rejected, but subsequently he said, like, if I will get some technological help from any country, then we will definitely able to do this. And fortunately, the NDDB got initiative, some type of cooperation from the USAID, United States Agency for International Development, USAID, and the USAID first time gave the technology for India, particularly for NDDB, for production of dry milk powder, and this program was really very successful. This program was very successful because the packaging technology was superior, the production technology was superior. So one of the best quality of baby food or milk powder they got. This milk powder was in very much, quality was such good that it was very much in demand, not only in Africa but in entire Southeast Asia as well as South Asian countries. आप लोग तो शायद नहीं खाया होगा ये अमूल का जो मिल्क पाउडर है, अगर खाया होगा तो पता ही होगा। Earlier it was very, the other name of, it became synonyms, other name of the milk powder was Amul. It was so synonyms, the brand was so synonyms with this product itself. पूरे एशिया में, इंडिया में it became very popular. It was really very successful. You can believe even the European countries even started purchasing this milk powder. Demand was there from countries like even Italy. Switzerland is known for dairy, but Switzerland also, everybody got something like it. How? Quality was so good. Southeast Asia, South Asia, African continent, the Latin American continent, now the Europe also started demanding. Demand was such that they didn't able to even produce the manufacture that much of product like milk powder. Now, subsequently, they started to diversify. Area. They said horizontal expansion. So from 10 states, they started up to 10 states to in the second phase, it was in 18 states. ये extended हो गया, 10 स्टेट में तो हो गया, 18 states में ये किया गया. And you can believe even The target was up to 1985. By 83 we have achieved 18 states. 81 में start हुआ, 83 में 18 states was completely, it was so much of, inertia was there, like people participation was such that in 3 years we have achieved that. Then it was so successful. और एक कोलकाता, दिल्ली, कोलकाता, चेन्नई, मुंबई वाला ये जो मॉडल है, मिल्क एटीएम मॉडल, it was so successful and appreciated by the people that then they started in other cities also. So, town having more than 1 lakh population was selected. All towns with more than 1 lakh population, people with more than 1 lakh population, all town with 1 lakh or more population were targeted here. सभी cities में ये बनाया गया. Second phase में इतना expansion हुआ. For an example, you have Nanoina in some state, Nanoina, Sudha milk, Bihar. You have same way. You have Parag, Uttar Pradesh, Verga, Punjab, Odisha, milk fed, Om fed, Odisha. So different state has different type of, such type of dairy units they started, and it was very successful. Different state में participation was so high, cooperative movement चल गया एकदम. Cooperative movement, it became cooperative movement. Even in West Bengal also we have a very important, very important one. These things we got it. Somebody is posting infant milk food, infant milk substitute, Amul spray. Okay, thank you. I said, this is so successful, I said. And it really, the European fumble like, now why? What is there in India? That's so, it is picking up so, and quality is there, everything is, they are maintaining how it is possible. And I told you, the research was there for 5 years. 1 साल नहीं, 5-6 साल लग गया इनको कि क्या हुआ है इंडिया में जैसे इतना, how it is successful. मैं कहा, people participate. No, it is not in business for life. Culture is also imposed. Cultural aspect also there. Monetary involvement, market is there, definitely. Profit, less investment, more profit like. 18 states it is achieved. Now 1981-85 में क्या हो, यूनिप्रोडक्ट. देखो पहले एक प्रोडक्ट था, ओनली, यहां पे क्या था, ओनली मिल्क, फ्रेश मिल्क सप्लाई, एंड देन मिल्क पाउडर आया. यहां पे आ गया क्या, मिल्क पाउडर ऑल्सो, मिल्क पाउडर बेबी फूड, पर्टिकुलर बेबी फूड के लिए, बेबी फूड इंटरनेशनल मार्केट के लिए. इन 80s 90s में ये आ गया. फिर अगेन इन ये milk powder became so popular that it became like it dominated in entire, not only domestic, in international market also it has a good reputation. So another very important thing, diversification of the product started in second phase. Product diversification. Product diversification in third stage, complete diversification is there. Complete diversification. यहाँ पे second phase में ice cream, they started other product like ice cream, chocolates. 2 item पहले in a diversification में बढ़ा, घी, and subsequently after that butter, ghee, ice cream and related whatever product, buttermilk also they started in the third phase, buttermilk and everything. So diversification of milk product or dairy product started in third phase. Complete diversification of the product. Step by step he took. And very interestingly, in third phase, 1996, all states in the union territories has this cooperative farm. It was so successful, covered entire India. entire India, all states and union territories, including not only this, also the product diversification is there. State-wise, all state of India plus products also. Diversification of products also. Product diversification. 1985 to 1996. Friends, India became the world's largest producer of milk in third phase. Nearly 19% of world total milk production is here from India only. It was in 96, 18.6% of total world's milk production. Of total world's milk production is from India. 18.6% of total world's milk production is from India. Today, nearly, as I said, today if you'll see, it is playing a very important role, and see that India is self-sufficient in milk production, milk consumption, for which import is their dairy product, but not much like some of the countries of South Asia. India is doing definitely. India is like, thanks to our farmers and thanks to Mr. Korean and this, like, how he has taken a revolutionary approach to involve the people. It became mass movement, I said. It was so successful because it became mass movement. Growth rate of milk production in India is now 3.1%. It was to 6.26%. More than 6% अभी भी है. The growth rate of milk production in India more than 6%. Annual production 6% बढ़ता जा रहा है. Since 1915-16 till date, if you see 6% का growth है, and during we have estimated that during this COVID period, it has increased again. My friends, most successful program is this. After that, the government of India has different different programs, like state governments are also they have different programs. They started new initiative and included various projects into this. Dairy development programs by the government of India efficient, एग्रीकल्चरल मार्केटिंग के ऊपर ये आ गया है अभी. आज नाउ इट इज सम ऑफ यूर सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्कीम बाय 2022 इफ विल सी. राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन, नेशनल लाइवस्टॉक मिशन, नेशनल प्रोग्राम फॉर डेयरी डेवलपमेंट, डेयरी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चरल डेवलपमेंट फंड वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड. lot of things the government has done now. Please look at here. After the successful implementation of this particular program, the government of India didn't ये जो है आपको बताया डेयरी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, it became so successful that now only with different type of program. डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड डेयरी का आप एनुअल रिपोर्ट पे देखो क्या लिखेगा उसने. राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन लिखो, नेशनल लाइवस्टॉक मिशन, नेशनल प्रोग्राम फॉर डेयरी डेवलपमेंट. The government programs are very important, in fact. Like, as I said, one, Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Rashtriya Gokul Mission. Can you see that? Then you have the National Livestock Mission. National Livestock Mission. Livestock Health and disease control, livestock health and disease control, national program for dairy development, livestock health and disease control program. You have another national animal disease control program is there. National animal disease अभी जो हुआ है एनिमल डिजीज कंट्रोल प्रोग्राम you have. Dairy infrastructure development fund you have. I hope you are well aware about this. Dairy infrastructure development fund. Now program is there on dairy infrastructure development fund is there for this. अब ये जो गवर्नमेंट का प्रोग्राम है ना, अनदर वन इज लाइवस्टॉक इंश्योरेंस प्रोग्राम वी हैव, एनिमल इंश्योरेंस. आप एनिमल हस्बेंड्री इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट फंड वाज क्रिएटेड. आप एक काम करिएगा, फ्रॉम द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड डेयरी, प्लीज रिफर दैट, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड डेयरी. ये जो डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एंड डेयरिंग में आप थोड़ा सा देखिएगा एनुअल रिपोर्ट को. आई रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल टू हैव ए ग्लैंस ओवर दिस. ये सभी के ऊपर थोड़ा बहुत ना, वी डोंट नीड मोर, बट इन इकोनॉमिक्स क्लास यू विल हैव इन डिटेल ऑफ दिस पॉलिसीज एंड दिस. बट आई वांट एक बार थोड़ा सा देख लीजिएगा. ये दिस प्रोग्राम successful in some area but not successful everywhere. One of your friends is asking, sir, discuss about the challenges of dairy farming in India. Yes, Aditya Singh. So I'll go for that. ये यहाँ तक है. It became very successful because of this. Fine. And I request you all to have a glance over this from the material which you have and all. इकोनॉमिक्स की क्लास में भी रहेगा, मटेरियल आप दे देंगे, उस पर देख लीजिए, एक एक लाइन देख लीजिएगा इसके ऊपर. अभी आइए, चैलेंजेस एंड प्रॉब्लम्स. व्हाट आर द प्रॉब्लम्स एंड चैलेंजेस विद डेयरी farming in India, dairy. Challenges and problem. Challenges and problems. Challenges and problems में पहला है, लिखो, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. The White Revolution became very successful in the western states of India, but it became less successful in eastern India. What are the reason behind this? It is very successful. It is very successful in the western states, but not successful in eastern India. The major cause behind this, first and most important one, पहला है, लिखो. The western states like Gujarat, महाराष्ट्र, पंजाब, हरियाणा, पार्ट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश, गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, पंजाब, हरियाणा, मध्य प्रदेश, पार्ट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश एंड वेस्टर्न यूपी. These regions says, number one is availability of good quality of fodder, FODDER, fodder. Availability of good quality of fodder. Fodder availability is there. People has good quality of fodder. Temperate grasses is present in these regions. Fodder availability is there. Availability of good quality of fodder is the first case. Second, grass तो fodder में होगा, और एक oil seeds residue, oil seeds residue, जो कैक होता है ना ऑयल सीड्स, ऑयल निकालने के बाद, पर्टिकुलरली कॉटन का हो, कॉटन ग्राउंड नट, तिल, ये सब का जो ऑयल निकालने के बाद रह जाता है ना, फ्लैक्स सीड्स हो गया, उसको हम लोग फॉडर में देते हैं, पीडिया बोलते हैं वहां लोकली. When you use this, the fodder became very rich and nutritious. एक तो है कि फॉडर ऐसे ही घास अच्छा मिल रहा है, दूसरा है ऑयल सीड्स इन दिस रीजन्स, ऑयल सीड्स कैक्स रिसीड्यूड एट एज, दिस इज वेरी गुड. तीसरा हो, थर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, तीसरा पॉइंट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट और एक है, दैट इज, इसके साथ साथ रेसिड्यू तो मिल गया, ऑयल सीड्स कैक मिल गया, मेज, यू नो मेज फार्मिंग, मेज, ये रीजन में मेज भी होता है. तो मेज की आफ्टर यू विल टेक कॉर्न को अगर आप ले जाएंगे, मेज का कॉर्न ले जाते हैं, तो बाकी जो रहेगा बेस्ट फॉडर है वो भी, दैट इज ऑल्सो पीपल यूज हियर. सो दीज आर द कॉजेस हियर, फॉडर, यूज ऑफ ऑयल रेसिड्यू एंड रिच फॉडर, न्यूट्रिशियस फॉडर, पहला है. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. अनदर पॉइंट, ट्रेडिशनली दिस रीजन इज नोन फॉर डेयरी. आई मीन स्किल्ड लेबरर्स आर देयर इन दिस रीजन, स्किल्ड लेबरर्स, जो यहां का जो ट्रेडिशनली देखो कल्चर के साथ भी जुड़ा हुआ है, किशन जी का वंशज लोग हैं, माना जाता है ना कुछ, लाइक यू नो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, लाइक इट इज ऑल्सो इम्बाइब्ड विद द कल्चर ऑफ दिस रीजन्स, पीपल्स कल्चर के साथ भी जुड़ा है, कल्चरल एफिनिटी. मस्टर्ड ऑयल रेसिडुअल खोल, यस दैट इज ऑल्सो यूज्ड, वेरी गुड. तीसरा है, यहां का लोग जो है देखो वेजिटेरियन नहीं है ना, वेजिटेरियन ज्यादा है यहाँ, नॉन वेज दे डोंट टेक नीदर फिश नॉर मीट. बहुत अराउंड 65 to 70% पीपल इन दिस, 70% से ज्यादा भी लोग होंगे जो कि वेजिटेरियन है. सो उनको सप्लीमेंट चाहिए, पनीर नहीं खाएंगे तो कैसे होगा. मिल्क डिमांड इज मोर, बट बंगाल में फिश भी खाते हैं लोग, और साउथ इफ यू गो पीपल आर ऑल्सो टेकिंग other, you know, like meat also, fish also, egg also. But in these regions like mostly western India में mostly vegetarian थोड़ा ज़्यादा है as compared. And that is the cause, you know, they need also supplement, food supplement में क्या चाहिए, milk product चाहिए, market is more demand more ज़्यादा. लोगों का हैबिट से भाई इधर एक गिलास रात में सोने से पहले एक गिलास दूध पियेंगे, और हमारा बंगाल की तरफ कंपलसरी नहीं है ना. सो मतलब लोगों को अलग, फिश जो खाते हैं, फिश में न्यूट्रिशन ऑलरेडी डाइट का अलग हो रहा है हमारा. उधर इन द वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया यू हैव डिफरेंट डाइट, सो दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव लाइक डिफरेंसेस इन देयर न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू, वहां डिमांड ज्यादा है. मार्केट, सेकेंड पॉइंट आई मीन. थर्ड पॉइंट इज ट्रेडिशन, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री एज ए ट्रेडिशन इन दिस रीजन्स. Fourth and most important point is early initiative by the government. Early initiative by the government policy में बहुत सारे जगह पे early initiative लिया गया, जो हमारा ईस्टर्न स्टेट में थोड़ा लेट में, मतलब इफ यू लुक एट अबाउट 70s, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 60s 70s का बात कर रहा हूँ, उसी टाइम पे. अभी तो सभी स्टेट में डेयरी फार्मिंग एज ए मेजर यूनिट सभी स्टेट ले लिया है. अर्लियर इट वाज लाइक दिस. एंड अनदर सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है क्लाइमेट. ट्रॉपिकल क्लाइमेट इज नॉट गुड फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ दीज, नो मिल्चिंग काउ एंड ऑल, उसके लिए टेम्परेट क्लाइमेट इज द मेजर फैक्टर. दीज आर द प्रॉब्लम हियर. ओके, रेनफॉल एंड मोर टेम्परेचर कंडीशन. मिल्क प्रोड्यूसिंग काओ के लिए सॉफ्ट ग्रास चाहिए. हमारे यहाँ पे कोर्स ग्रासेस है। ईस्टर्न इंडिया में हाई टेम्परेचर, मोर रेनफॉल एंड द ट्रॉपिकल सवाना ग्रास इज मोर, नॉट द टेम्परेट ग्रास। अनदर वन देखो, इन द ईस्टर्न इंडिया क्या है, फूड ग्रेन फॉर व्हिच पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी इज मोर, सो पीपल लाइक सब्सिस्टेंस फार्मिंग इज मोर। अपना खान पान के लिए लोगों को चाहिए पहले, देन ओनली दे विल थिंक अबाउट मार्केट एंड ऑल अदर थिंग्स, फर्स्ट दे हैव टू सर्वाइव। सो द लैंड इज हाईली फ्रेगमेंटेड एंड सब्सिस्टेंस फॉर्म ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर इज मोर। आई मीन फॉर ओन consumption we give more stress towards own consumption, this is also there। and even in the urban area, ईस्टर्न इंडिया में आप देखिए मिल्क का डिमांड एज कंपेयर टू द वेस्टर्न इंडिया इट इज लेस अर्बन में, क्योंकि यार मैंने कहा न्यूट्रिशनल सप्लीमेंट यू आर टेकिंग, न्यूट्रिशनल सप्लीमेंट इज देयर। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स। तो एक सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है हमारा क्लाइमेट का, एंड अनदर वन इज ब्रीड स्विच, अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ द ब्रीड। आपका यहाँ का डिफरेंट ब्रीड, हमारा वहाँ का जो लोकल ब्रीड है, लोकल ब्रीड में मिल्चिंग नहीं है ज़्यादा, मिल्क ज़्यादा नहीं देता है। इफ यू टेक इट फ्रॉम आउटसाइड वेरी डिफिकल्ट, इतना एक्सपेंसिव हो जाता है। मेनी मिल्क एटीएम आर देयर इन आवर लोकेलिटी बाय मदर डेयरी। यस, दैट इज व्हाट, मदर डेयरी ही है वो, दैट इज। अच्छा, so these are certain things, I hope you got it। So this is all about your cases of dairy farming, you got some idea। So we did discussed about what are the things, प्राइमरी सेक्टर में हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया। इन द प्राइमरी सेक्टर we have discussed about what, we have discussed about in the primary sector हमने क्या क्या डिस्कस किया। We did discuss in detail about your first one is mining, second is fishing, third one is animal husbandry। Now we'll see what else we are doing। हम देखते हैं क्या और किए हैं हम लोग। You remember that? So I'll just tell you certain things now। Next one is I think agriculture, which you have, agriculture you need to see। Yes, I was discussing this one। अगर आपको याद है मैं यही लिखा था आपको पहले, है ना। I have written about this one, we have done livestock, mining, fishing। Now agriculture is there। ये agriculture we have, we will now discuss about agriculture। ओके, अभी हम एग्रीकल्चर के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे इन डिटेल। विल सी अबाउट द एग्रीकल्चर। In the agriculture part, let us see what are the factors affecting agriculture. As you know, in India, I will discuss in detail. It will take some time for me to discuss in detail about this. I'll see, I'll go for this. You have your booklet with you. You can see that agriculture part. Agriculture is a primary activity. Agriculture depends on physical as well as the human both activities, you know it. Agriculture are of different types from, if I'll go for, like after food gathering, hunting and food gathering, people started extensive. First is the nomadic herding. Apiculture is not important. Apiculture. You are talking about apiculture. That is एक्वाकल्चर पढ़ा है मैं आपको. कमर्शियल आर्टिफिशियल फॉर्म में जो करेंगे दैट इज नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. ओके, देखेंगे इसको. पहले हम एग्रीकल्चर डिस्कस करते हैं. एग्रीकल्चर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है हमारे लिए. एग्रीकल्चर इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट. देन आई विल गो फॉर द एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्रीज ऑल्सो. विल सी दैट व्हाट इज दैट. So please note down first point here in the agriculture. Agriculture plays a very important role in India. India is agricultural important now. 58% of population directly or indirectly depends on agriculture in India. Isn't it? If you look at 58% of India's population directly or indirectly depends on agriculture. Okay. And very interestingly, about 51% of India's total area is utilized for agriculture. मतलब used for agriculture 51%. It is, you can say, very high. कनाडा का ओनली 5% यूटिलाइज होता है. चाइना ओनली, ऑफ चाइना's टोटल एरिया ओनली 11% is utilized for agriculture. In Japan only 13% of their total area is utilized for agriculture. In USA, if you will see, only 20% of USA geographical areas 20% only utilized for agriculture, but in India 51%. We are utilizing 51% of total geographical area for agriculture. Friends, it is one among the highest in the world. Area wise, percentage wise, if you will see, definitely it is very, very, very important to see. Okay. If you look at the share of agriculture in GDP, though it is declining because of the tertiary sector importance, but still, if you look at it in the absolute value term में देखेंगे तो definitely it is more. GDP, agriculture sector GDP, contribution of agricultural sector to GDP it is now 19.9%. Okay. अराउंड 19%. अभी कोविड के टाइम पे पता चला है कि भाई एग्रीकल्चर का रोल क्या है. वी गॉट टू नो इट एब्जॉर्ब, और एल्स वुड हैव बीन अ सीवियर क्राइसिस टुडे. बिकॉज ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर ओनली इंडियाज this, like whatever unemployment was there, as well as people migrated from urban to rural area. Subsequently, all of us were find this only because of agriculture, and agricultural sector has paved the way for all this development. So thanks to the farmers of India that we have done this and have observed such. And during the COVID time, you see how we have faced, or else what was the problem here. ये नहीं होता तो कितना प्रॉब्लम होता आज. आप सोचिए, एग्रीकल्चर अगर नहीं होता इंडिया में, because of COVID के टाइम पे, it act as a major shock absorbed to the economy and the employment opportunity given to the rural Indians. My friends, let us look at what are the factors affecting agriculture. Factors में पहला जाऊंगा मैं. I will not explain much, but physical factor. In the physical factors पे, what are the physical factors? First is climate. Climate is the most important one. Second is water availability. Water availability definitely is a very important factor. Then is seeds and its variety. variety of the seeds. And the fourth one, as I said, climate, water availability, seeds and seeds variety, relief and topography, topography. And of course, you have the fifth important point. You will have, like, after relief and topography, yes, we have soil type. What type of soil you have? Based, I told you earlier, alluvial soil with loamy soil. If it is loamy alluvial soil, is more important, very much helpful for what? लोमी एलुवियल सॉइल किसके लिए फेमस है, क्यों पे? राइस फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन के लिए बहुत ही अच्छा है. फॉर फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन के लिए. फॉर फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन, क्लाइमेट, वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी, सीड्स एंड इट्स वेराइटी, रिलीफ एंड टोपोग्राफी, सॉइल टाइप. माय फ्रेंड्स, यू सी physical factors, these are very very important. Based on climate, you have tropical or temperate crop. Based on these, you have kharif or rabi crop. Kharif crop and rabi crop. Based on same rice is cultivated in different way as the Aghani or Kuwari and Boro in different regions. Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. In 3 seasons. Rabi, in fact, in southern India, if you'll see, even we will cultivate this. Rice cultivated in 3 seasons in a year in southern India. Some part you are talking about, like, the winter crop which is prepared like October to December. July, August we plant and October, December we usually harvest it. That is known as Aghani. And Kuwari is May to June, and September, October we harvest it. As well as the Boro. Boro is November, December we usually sow it, and March, April we usually, this is like we usually cultivated or we harvested. This is called as Boro. Boro is cultivated in West Bengal and Assam, as you know it. My friend, these are like, very interesting. Climate plays a very important role. Climate, I told you, climate plays an important role. How it is? I just said, 1 kharif crop, 2nd rabi crop. So पहले लिखो how climate is playing an important role. Kharif and rabi crop, these 2 type of crop is based on what? This 2 type of crop is based on temperature and climate. So here we can say kharif season, rabi season and Zaid crop. Kharif crop, rabi crop and Zaid crop. It is based on the temperature, climatic factor, nothing else. Temperature and climatic factor. Okay. Kharif crop कब ये होता है? It is sown in June, July, harvested in जुलाई में सोइंग होता है, अक्टूबर में हार्वेस्ट होता है. जुलाई अक्टूबर, जुलाई टू अक्टूबर है ना खरीफ क्रॉप, जुलाई टू अक्टूबर खरीफ क्रॉप. What are the kharif crop? What are the kharif crop? Rice, jowar, bajra, maize, jute, coconut, cotton you have, groundnut you have, tobacco. All these are, they require high temperature. Kharif crop है ये सब. All these are kharif crops. So I said, kharif crop are here. Can you do one favor, please? I request you all to study from your booklet, see the kharif crop, rabi crop, zaid crop, and green revolution, its impact. मैं कल एक डिस्कशन कर दूंगा. होगा क्या? ये you need complete discussion and complete dictation चाहिए? बताओ मुझे. Based on that I'll do. Done. Okay, let me take some question from you people now first. I did promise certain things like one earth, one sun, one grid. Please discuss. We'll discuss again tomorrow. Can you please show iron ore map in India map? Have you got it, or do you need a map on this distribution? If you require, let me. You can WhatsApp me. I'll send it to you. Country-wise ranking of mineral production. Okay, you will get it. कहिनूर डायमंड तो बता दिया था मैं. लिथियम, हाँ लिथियम और ये सब करेंगे. ठीक है. रेयर अर्थ विल डू. यस. सेमीकंडक्टर उसके साथ रिलेटेड है. ओके. I have doubt. एक है पुलक. You are talking about mariculture, marine aquaculture, mariculture. Pulak, nothing different here. So as I said, one component of the your blue revolution is the mariculture, marine aquaculture. So क्या करते हैं ये लोग, जैसे कि प्रॉन कल्टीवेशन हो गया, किंग प्रॉन का हो गया, और यू कैन हैव लाइक कल्टीवेशन ऑफ श्रिम्प जो है, दिस इज इन मेरीकल्चर फॉर्म यू हैव. I have doubt about present discussion, but can you please explain it to me? Sedimentary rocks were formed under the water body geosyncline due to extreme pressure. Chudnagpur Plateau has the volcanic origin and there is no evidence of submergence of this region under any water body. Then how coal deposit found in these regions as coal is sedimentary deposit? My friend, this is because of faulting. Submergence तो किसने कहा submergence? पूरा ये submerged था. Submergence तो था यहाँ पे. किसने कहा नहीं था? सबमर्जेंस वाज देयर, बट कोल फॉर्मेशन के सबमर्जेंस का कोई रिलेशन नहीं है. सबमर्जेंस मतलब यहाँ पे ऑल द यू नो मोर फुल ग्रोन फॉरेस्टेड रीजन्स गॉट बरीड अंडर बिकॉज ऑफ द दामोदर फॉल्ट. फॉल्टिंग वाज देयर बिकॉज इन दिस case you have this type of development. Okay, faulting is the major cause, not geosyncline here, my dear. Sir, please tell us. Okay, how many times the duration new data are updated in government side? Every year it should be, but they are not doing. We know that El Nino affect the fish production of South America countries. Does the Indian coast has any climatic effect on the fish production? See, we don't have significant fish production, particularly from marine environment. That's why doesn't have significant impact. But yes, there is impact on this. Whenever there is El Nino time पे ये जो है ना टेम्परेचर जब ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है ना, आप एबोव 30 डिग्री हो जाएगा तो कभी भी ठीक नहीं रहता है, ये ऊपर नहीं आते हैं फिश. डू यू नीड टू रिमेंबर द ब्रीड्स? यस. एबिलिटी ऑफ फाइनेंस एंड ट्रेनिंग फैसिलिटीज? यस. एसएचजी कोऑपरेटिव, यस इट इज नीडेड. हरिंघाता क्या है? हरिंघाता सर इज माइका सेडिमेंटेड रॉक और मिनरल. इट इज ए मिनरल. माइका इज ए मिनरल. सेडिमेंटेड रॉक के साथ मिलते हैं बट मिनरल है ये. दो मैंने कहा इग्नियस रहेगा, मेटामॉर्फिक रहेगा और सेडिमेंटरी के साथ मिलते हुए ये मिलते हैं. मेनी मिल्क एटीएम, यस इट इज मदर डेयरी, वही है. कोऑपरेटिव इस, हाँ सर. ऑल्सो डिस्कस कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट ऑफ ईजीजी एग प्रोडक्शन, नेशनल कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी. ये आपको कराएंगे, कल कराएंगे सिल्वर रिवोल्यूशन में. प्लीज डू डिस्कस अबाउट चैलेंजेस ऑफ डेयरी फार्मिंग. बता दिया. मस्टर्ड ऑयल, यस. एल निनो इफेक्ट द फिश, ये तो बता दिया मैं अभी. There were several questions from this part in 2020 prelims. Yes. What kind of problem India face regarding fishery sector? Fishery sector में आपको बता दूं, प्रॉब्लम जो है ना अभी वी आर, आप क्या बिलीव करेंगे, एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट का देख लो, बेस्ट परफॉर्मर में आता है आज कलाहांडी डिस्ट्रिक्ट, जो ड्रॉट प्रोन एरिया है, आपको पता है, मतलब क्या रिवोल्यूशनरी है नाउ डेज। एक्वाकल्चर प्रोग्राम इज वेरी सक्सेसफुल प्रोग्राम, इवन इन वेस्ट बंगाल it is, you have like the implementation is proper, that's why successful to a greater extent in different region, it is there throughout the India successful है ये। मैंने कहा ना केबी के एरिया का कलाहांडी डिस्ट्रिक्ट का ये भूखमरी के लिए था, वहां पे खेती नहीं होता था, आज वहां पे एक्वाकल्चर एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट बेस्ट परफॉर्मर देखो कलाहांडी है इन इंडिया, हाउ इट इज, it is such a people participation is there in this canal irrigation, people participation, बस एक्वाकल्चर मूवमेंट हो गया, आंध्र प्रदेश उड़ीसा सक्सेसफुल है, वेस्ट बंगाल बिकॉज ऑफ द फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन नाउ पीपल डजंट हैव, स्पेस का कम है, लोगों का है जितना भी है, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ स्पेस, छोटा सा जगह वहीं भी लोग एक्वाकल्चर करता है, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन है स्पेस की इन वेस्ट बंगाल। This is what is the impact. So anyway, so thank you very much. See you tomorrow then. Tomorrow I will go for agriculture part and the industry related with this agriculture, that is I will discuss. कल ट्राई करेंगे पूरा कंप्लीट करने का, इंडस्ट्री एग्रीकल्चर इंडस्ट्री जो है, ठीक है। देन आई थिंक मे बी वन डे नेक्स्ट आई नीड 1 or 2 days जो रहेगा आई करके आई कंप्लीट दिस। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच, हैव अ नाइस टाइम, बाय बाय, थैंक यू।